You've done the visualization, closed your eyes, felt the future, lived it in your mind, again and again. Maybe you even got a flicker of proof, a sign, a shift, a whisper of alignment, a sudden call, an unexpected opportunity, a moment where everything felt possible, but then silence, the momentum faded. You returned to the same loop, same thoughts, same life. If you've ever wondered why such vivid inner visions don't stick, here's the raw truth: seeing isn't creating. What actually shapes your reality isn't your mental movie, it's your vibrational frequency. Visualization is powerful, but only when it's backed by energetic congruence. It's like drawing a map to a city you've never visited. The map might be perfect, but if you never step onto the road, you'll never arrive. The quantum field doesn't respond to blueprints. It responds to presence. Visualization, it's just a tool, a doorway. But if your energy doesn't match what's on the other side, if your body still trembles with fear while your mind pictures abundance, the door stays locked. The universe isn't fooled by polished daydreams. It reads your essence, not your affirmations. It notices how you breathe when no one's watching, how you react when plans fall apart, whether you flinch at praise or lean into it. That's your real signal. You've been told to ask, believe, receive, but that's incomplete. The universe doesn't obey requests like a cosmic waiter. It mirrors alignment. And alignment isn't hopeful thinking or positive self-talk. It's energetic authenticity, the quiet certainty that lives beneath your thoughts, in the rhythm of your pulse, in the way you occupy space. When you stop chasing your future and start inhabiting it now, everything changes. Not because you tried harder, meditated longer, or wrote more scripts, but because you stopped broadcasting lack. You stopped vibrating from, "I hope this happens," and began resonating from, "This is already mine." The state isn't abstract. It's tangible. It feels like calm certainty, no rushing, no bargaining, no anxious checking of the clock. Just a deep, unshakable knowing it's already done. And the moment you vibrate from that place, even before the world reflects it, the quantum field has no choice but to rearrange around you. Because reality doesn't follow your words. It follows your frequency. So why is this so hard? Because your whole life trained you to live in someday. You were taught that worthiness must be earned, that joy comes after success, peace after stability, love after you fix yourself. Now you're being asked to drop all that conditioning and simply be the person who already has it. At first it feels strange, maybe even dishonest, but that's not deception. That's your nervous system catching up to a truth your soul has always known. You're not manifesting your destiny, you're remembering it. But how do I hold that frequency when my reality hasn't changed? Simple: lead with energy, not evidence. Stop waiting for the bank account to grow before you feel abundant. Stop waiting for the relationship to appear before you feel worthy of love. Shift your focus from what's missing to who you are, from wanting to being. Do it daily, not as a performance, but as a practice. Soon, that frequency becomes your baseline, not something you force, but something you are. And that's when the quantum field starts moving toward you. This isn't about wishing. It's about coherence, when your thoughts, emotions, and actions all say the same thing. When your inner world stops contradicting itself, that's when your signal becomes undeniable. Wanting creates noise. Knowing creates reality. So stop waiting for proof. Generate it from within. Walk like someone who belongs. Speak like someone who's heard. Breathe like someone who's safe. Not as an act, but as a return to your true self. Neville Goddard called it living from the wish fulfilled. Modern neuroscience calls it neural repatterning. Heart math researchers call it heart-brain coherence. Same truth, different language. Stop becoming. Start being. Yes, it takes courage. It'll feel unfamiliar at first. Your old identity, the one shaped by survival, scarcity, and self-doubt, will resist. It'll whisper, "Who do you think you are?" Let it speak. Observe it, but don't let it steer. You're not following a signal anymore. You are the signal. You don't wait for change, you become it. Not by faking confidence, but by tuning into the frequency of the version of you who already is. That version isn't waiting for permission. They're already whole, already complete. And your job isn't to chase them, it's to sync with them. Breath by breath, choice by choice. Most people misunderstand embodying as if. They think it's pretending. It's not. It's frequency conditioning. Training your biology to recognize a new truth. You're not wearing a mask. You're aligning your nervous system with the reality you claim to want. Before the world confirms it, you're not asking the universe to give you something. You're proving, through your energy, your posture, your presence, that you've already received it. Yes, your bank account might still whisper lack, your relationships might echo old patterns, but none of that matters if your inner signal stays steady. Because manifestation isn't about external evidence, it's about identity. Ask yourself, how would the version of me who already lives this life move through the world? How would they dress even if no one saw? How would they breathe in the morning? How would they respond to criticism? To praise, to silence? Would they still shrink to fit in? Apologize for taking up space? Or would they stand tall, speak softly, and trust their intuition without apology? Every tiny choice, how you respond to good news, how you carry your shoulders, what words you allow yourself to say, sends a signal. The field doesn't read your vision board, it reads your consistency. It notices whether you celebrate a win or immediately downplay it, whether you accept a compliment or deflect it. Those micro moments are where your frequency is forged. And no, you won't be perfect. Your old programming will flare up. That's not failure, it's recalibration. Think of it like tuning a radio. When you're between stations, you get static. That static isn't proof the clear station doesn't exist. It's proof you're in the process of finding it. Each time you catch yourself slipping into scarcity, pause. Take one breath. Ask, what would my fulfilled self think right now? How would they feel? What would they do next? Then choose that, even for 5 minutes. Those micro shifts rewire your brain and recalibrate your energy. Science backs this. Your heart generates an electromagnetic field 60 times stronger than your brain's, and it can be detected several feet away from your body. When your heart and brain operate in coherence, calm, gratitude, inner certainty, that field becomes incredibly powerful. Research from the HeartMath Institute shows that in this state, you literally influence the quantum field around you. You become what they call a coherent emitter. You're not just visualizing your desires, you're broadcasting them through your entire being. And when your signal cuts through the noise, the field responds. People interact with you differently. Opportunities appear without effort. Insights arrive unbidden. Synchronicities multiply, not because the universe suddenly chose you, but because your vibration became strong enough to be heard across the noise of collective doubt. Even your thoughts will resist, but we don't have it yet. That's not your intuition. That's your history trying to keep you small, safe and predictable. Let it speak. Then gently return to your center. This isn't about convincing others. It's about training your own energy to accept what your soul already knows. You are already enough. So today, speak one sentence like it's already true. I am at peace with my path. Make one decision from wholeness. Say no to what drains you. Take one action as if it's yours. Wear the outfit that makes you feel powerful. Because the more you behave like it's already yours, the more the field accepts you. And when the field accepts you, reality adjusts to match your signal. And then, when you've truly stopped seeking signs, when you're no longer scanning the world for validation, you'll start seeing 7 on clocks, receipts, license plates, text messages. You might dismiss it as coincidence, but a deeper part of you recognizes it's not random. It's a communication, a gentle activation, an energetic reflection from the field saying, you're aligned. Keep going. 777 isn't a promise that your dream is coming. It's confirmation you've already matched it. In mystical traditions, 7 represents divine wisdom, the inner knowing that bypasses logic. Tripled, it becomes a harmonic signature, not perfection but alignment. It means your thoughts, emotions, and actions are no longer at war. You're no longer visualizing abundance while your body screams unworthiness. You've achieved enough coherence to shift your timeline. Quantum physics calls this non-local correlation. Your consciousness has entangled with the information field of your desired reality. 777 is the bridge between your current experience and the life you're becoming. But here's the critical part. This is not the finish line, it's the threshold. Many see 777 and relax, thinking the work is done. But this is when your focus matters most. You're approaching the moment of wave collapse, when infinite possibilities narrow into one lived reality. Your job now is to hold the frequency, not celebrate prematurely. During this phase, old patterns may intensify. Challenges may surface. A bill arrives. A conversation triggers you. A fear resurfaces. This isn't resistance, it's reorganization. Like renovating a house while you live in it. Temporary chaos, permanent transformation. The old structure must dissolve to make space for the new. This is also consciousness tunneling, your awareness moving through the barrier between now and already. To stay aligned, don't retreat, don't doubt, anchor deeper. Breathe into the discomfort. Trust the silence beneath the noise. The field is rearranging itself around you, even when you can't see it. Because nothing in the quantum realm happens instantly. What appears sudden was built in stillness. 7 marks the turning point, not where reality moves toward you, but where it crystallizes around you. Ask yourself, does my body feel like the version who already lives this life? Would they hurry, question, seek validation, or would they rest in the foundation already forming beneath them? This isn't about acquiring something new. It's about remembering who you've always been. Those moments of unexpected peace when time slows, when your chest opens, when you laugh for no reason. They weren't accidents. They were glimpses of your true self. Manifestation isn't about forcing more of those moments. It's about expanding your capacity to live inside them, to make that state your home, not just a visit. You won't wake up transformed overnight, but you'll notice subtle shifts. Conversations flow with ease. Decisions feel clear without overthinking. Calm remains even in chaos. You stop explaining yourself. You trust your gut. These are signs your signal is stabilizing. You're no longer reaching for the field, you're merged with it. Yes, the old voice will whisper, you're not ready. Who do you think you are? Each time you hear it, you face a choice. Replay the past or hold the new truth for just one more breath. That's where transformation lives. When you step into a new identity, your body may rebel. Psychologists call this the upper limit problem. Success feels uncomfortable because it clashes with your historical set point. But this discomfort is a gift. It means you're growing beyond your old story. Try identity bridging. Instead of leaping from I'm struggling to I'm abundant, become someone learning to receive first, then someone who trusts flow, then someone who expects miracles. These stepping stones give your nervous system time to adapt, preventing shock, reducing self-sabotage, making change sustainable. Like quantum particles, you don't jump states in a straight line. You pass through intermediate identities, temporary, but essential until the new version feels natural. Your power now lies not in effort, but in consistent embodiment. Not to impress, not to manipulate, but because this is your truth. You're not searching for confirmations, you're becoming one. Real manifestation isn't forcing the world to conform. It's releasing resistance until your inner state and outer reality align perfectly. And when that happens, unexpectedly, you feel serenity, not excitement, not urgency, deep, unshakable peace. Because you realize you're no longer pursuing anything. You're permitting, receiving, witnessing your own energy return as grace. This serenity is your greatest accelerator. In this state, your brain naturally enters the alpha-theta bridge, 714 Hz, where conscious intention and subconscious belief synchronize. Your mind becomes receptive, your intuition sharpens. The field speaks clearly, but serenity isn't passive, it's active trust. Like tending a garden, plant the seed, your vision, nurture the soil, your frequency, water it with gratitude, and then let nature unfold. Don't dig it up daily to check the roots. Don't force growth, allow. And here's the beautiful paradox. The less you need your desire to arrive, the faster it tends to come. Neediness vibrates lack. But holding your dream with gratitude, not desperation, keeps you in the frequency of fulfillment. This isn't theory. It's embodiment. And the more you return to it, the more your nervous system learns this is safe. This is home. Your coherence no longer depends on circumstances. You've integrated the field and it trusts you back. So breathe, not to change anything, but to remember, you're not waiting for the shift. You are the shift. If this met you at the perfect moment, if it felt less like content and more like a mirror, then you're already living the frequency you once only imagined. Stay here, not out of habit, but resonance, because this channel isn't just sharing ideas. It's collapsing possibility into form. And you're not watching, you're remembering. And in that remembrance, everything changes, not because you forced it, but because you finally stopped resisting what was always yours.